Hey guys, GSP from GSP Talk Sports here. We're talking World Cup qualifiers. We're talking around the world World Cup qualifiers. Messi, of course. Messi with his last home competitive game for Argentina recently. So, end of our era, the GOAT. Yeah, so getting into it. So, World Cup qualifiers. The international windows time. So since September 7th, 2023, we've had World Cup qualifiers for World Cup 2026 going on. So for the first time, we're having 48 teams. First time ever. Previously, it was only 32 teams. But having said that, there are 45 spots up for grab because since it's USA, Mexico, and Canada hosting, that's three spots they have taken up. So out of the 45 spots, you may ask, well, how many teams, how many spots for each region, right? So three for the hosts, basically Asia, eight. So six already qualified from Asia. The teams that would have qualified from Asia are Australia, Iran, Japan, South Korea. No surprises there. And then we have Jordan and Uzbekistan qualifying as well out of Asia. Two more out of Asia will qualify with their fourth round qualification, which starts October 8th. In Africa, we have nine automatic qualifiers. Africa out of 54 countries, by the way. So there are nine groups, and the nine group winners qualify, and the four best runners up. So they have nine automatic, and four runners up will have a playoff pathway. In CONCACAF, we have three automatic, so we have three groups. The group winners qualify, and the two best runners up go to the intercontinental playoff. In Oceania, we have one automatic, which makes it easy now for New Zealand. They should have no problem qualifying every single time. And they're supposed to have one intercontinental playoff spot. I think it's New Caledonia in that spot at the moment. In South America, we have six automatic with one playoff, and the six automatic teams that will be going through from South America are we have Argentina. Well, they are top of the table. Brazil second, Ecuador, and on Thursday, Uruguay, Colombia, and Paraguay booked their spots. Paraguay actually they declared a national holiday one time, so hopefully Trinidad and Tobago qualify and we could get that as well. Interestingly, there the playoff spot will be decided on Tuesday, and it's between Venezuela and Bolivia. Venezuela has to play Colombia, and Bolivia has to play Brazil. Now, Bolivia has only beaten Brazil one time ever, so they'll be hoping the Brazilians just basically slack off, basically drunk or whatever for this game. And Venezuela, similarly, well, Bolivia has to win, and Venezuela has to get a result against Colombia. Well, basically have to get a win, or if Bolivia loses against Brazil, Venezuela will still go through because they're up by 1 point. So interesting developments coming up with regards to all the World Cup, well, the rest of the world qualifiers coming up soon. Well, going on and coming up. Just to mention, out of Africa, recently Morocco are the first nation to book their spot. They booked their spot with a 5-0 thrashing of Niger. So yeah, they are the first of the 9 African countries to have qualified for the World Cup. Going through qualifying games recently. So on Thursday, we would have gone through the CONCACAF qualifying in another video. So in South America, Argentina, as I said, Messi's last game at home, Argentina with a 3-0 win against Venezuela. Messi, by the way, scoring a double. Very emotional there. Colombia beating Bolivia 3-0. Bahrain, Ecuador drew 0-0. Uruguay beat Peru 3-0, and Brazil comfortably 3-0 over Chile. Just to mention some of the European or UEFA qualifying as well. Once to note, Slovakia beat Germany 2-0. Might say surprising to some people, but it makes this group very interesting because they top the group. This group also includes Northern Ireland, Germany, and Luxembourg. So early days yet there, but notable. Also, Spain comfortably over Bulgaria, 3-0. Going through again, Holland and Poland 1-1. Belgium 6-0 over Liechtenstein. Switching to Africa, notable Cameroon 3-0 win over Eswatini. Ghana 1-1 with Chad. Ghana normal favorites here to say. And then moving on to Friday, as we said, Asia is off right now until their fourth round starts later in the year. So Friday we would have gone through CONCACAF in UEFA. Slovenia and Sweden 2-2, Switzerland 4-0 over Kosovo. Greece thumping Belarus 5-1. France 2-0 over Ukraine. Comfortable in that table. That group also includes Iceland, by the way. So qualifying from UEFA ain't no joke because you have to win your group, and then if you finish second and have to go through intercontinental playoffs, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Italy thumping Estonia 5-0. Israel beaten Moldova 4-0 in that group. Then in Group L, we have Croatia beaten Faroe Islands 1-0. Surprisingly, it's only 1-0. And Czech Republic beaten Montenegro 2-0. Moving to Africa on Friday, Burkina Faso 5-0 over Djibouti. Egypt 2-0 over Ethiopia. Obviously, Salah has to score there. Egypt hoping to get back to the World Cup because they missed out in 2022. Morocco, as we said, Morocco qualified. Big win there, 5-0 over Niger. Ivory Coast, former African superpower, 1-0 over Burundi. Top in their group though, so should be comfortable qualifying. Uganda with a big win over Mozambique, 4-0. But the second in their group to Algeria. Algeria is supposed to qualify pretty soon as well. And that was it for the roundup of matches since last week into this weekend. Next set of matches on Tuesday, Wednesday. So I don't know who, well, other than Trinidad and Tobago, who are your international team, who you support, and what's your thoughts on games so far, games coming up? Who you think has the best chance of possibly winning the World Cup? Will Messi be there at this World Cup at what, 39, is it? And what a crazy thing it would be if well, I know Ronaldo supposed to be there as well. Both of them, if they are, not if they are, well, Ronaldo, barring serious injury for both players, both of them will be making their sixth and record-breaking appearance at the World Cup. Never happened before. Just to mention as well, on Tuesday, a possible three other teams could make it into the World Cup. So far, we've mentioned the teams that would have made it through already. CONCACAF, none sure yet. Europe, none sure. So we have the Asian Morocco and the Morocco from Africa, and the South American teams booking their spot. So on Tuesday, Algeria could actually book their spot if they win over Guinea and Uganda not beat Somalia. So Algeria will be gone in for their fifth time. Egypt could be back in with a win over Burkina Faso, which is the second team in their group. So once they win, they should be back in. And Tunisia should be back in once they beat Equatorial Guinea. So who's the well, which matches you're looking forward to coming up? Just to mention as well, forgot to mention today World Cup qualifying actually. Today being Sunday, Spain thumped Turkey 6-0. Back on World Cup qualifying on Monday, we have CONCACAF back on with Group A action, El Salvador hosting Suriname, Panama hosting Guatemala. We'll have in UEFA and Africa. And then Tuesday, big one for us, we're going to Jamaica. So we're hoping to beat Jamaica in Jamaica. We have also Curacao hosting Bermuda, should be comfortable for Curacao. Costa Rica playing Haiti, should be Costa Rica beating Haiti. Honduras hosting Nicaragua. Honduras to take it over Nicaragua. And then in South America, on Tuesday, Ecuador hosting Argentina. Should be Argentina. You don't know what sense, well, how those guys will be. I mean, they already qualified long time, so we'll see. Bolivia hosting Brazil. Bolivia needs to win. Chile, Uruguay. Chile is out surprisingly. Bottom of that table there. Peru and Paraguay, kind of nothing game there as well. And then Venezuela, Colombia. Venezuela needs Bolivia to lose, and they could lose and still go through, but they'll be hoping that Colombia is hungover and they could beat Colombia. So some interesting ones coming up there. And yeah, so let me know your thoughts on World Cup qualifiers. Who's your team? Who you think gonna make it through in still to be qualified countries? And yeah, pretty exciting times. 48 teams. Just imagine it's 48 teams and it's still so difficult. So just imagine when teams had to qualify with just 32 spots. CONCACAF was basically what, 3.5. So 3 automatic, which normally would be USA, Mexico, probably Costa Rica. Now Canada is a power in our region as well. And a half spot with that intercontinental playoff. We all know how difficult that can be as well. So yeah, good times. 48 teams, more countries getting an opportunity to qualify for the World Cup. They could say they played in a World Cup. I know some football purists would be, they're watering it down. Too many teams, they will have too many easy games. But I think how they formatting it should take care of that in terms of the first stage being 3 teams in a group and the top 2 going on. So it's basically like a mini warm up or whatever you want to call it before the main set of games starts. So I like the idea. More countries being able to qualify for World Cup, and hopefully Trinidad and Tobago makes it our second time. If not, well, we should. If not, we'll have more opportunities to come, you know. So yeah, good times to come. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at GSP Talk Sports. And take care, guys.